And from Citizens Bank Stadium, we say good evening to you and welcome to 2025 Elizabethton Soccer. Cyclones at 5-5-3 in their opposition tonight, the Unicoi County Blue Devils, in with a record of 5-4-2. Good evening on a beautiful 81-degree evening. We bring it to you here. We brought you softball this year. We brought you, of course, baseball will be Thursday night at East Tennessee State, opening around the TSSAA tournament. So we thought today we'd bring you soccer. Coach Schultz and the lads. You see live, there we go. It's good. Get rid of that right there. Eddie Morrell's going to join us here momentarily. He is playing, the Ted Duggars team is playing in Bristol. So when he gets here, we will turn him loose. Until then, you're going to turn me loose, which should be an interesting phenomena, to say the least. So the 38-17 mark, it'll be onside in by Unicoi County. We'll deflect it. Number 5, Unicoi. We'll get these. We'll learn as we go, so just bear with us. Here is here's the interception. There we go. Great interception by the Cyclones down the field. That will be number 5. We'll call out the name of Christian Scotts. Nice pass down the field on the lead. Here we go. May get a shot on goal. The goalie will slow it down on a shot attempt. We were headed that way with a shot on goal with the Cyclones that never materialized, and so we'll go back the other way. But working on their end of the field so far at the 37-11 mark. No score, just got started. So Connor Blevins almost had a shot on that, but didn't go. Here's a pass, and it's going to be taken at the 35-yard line. He'll lead it down the field, and it's going to be a good interception. Stop it. Good job by the Cyclones. Cruz Stout. And now it's kicked out of bounds. Unicoi County will keep it on their end of the field here at Citizens Bank Stadium. No score at the 36-37 mark. Down the left corner for the Unicoi County Blue Devils. Here's number 10, Kayla Rodriguez, who's one of the basketball players at Unicoi County. they'll drop down next year. They'll be going down to 2A. We'll entertain and welcome Daniel Boone next year. So Unicoi County drops in down to 2A. Tucker Taylor ready on the shot. On go! Good block by Tucker with that right shin. On the shot by Kellett Rodriguez, and Tucker used that right shin. He's our camera guy for the Cyclone Network and blocked it. Good job. Good stop by Tucker because he had a direct shot. Pretty good look at it, Rodriguez, and Tucker blocked it, and Cyclones will see Unicoi County down in the corner. That'll be number 11, Jose Lopez. Coming out of the corner. Here it is. And another great job by Tucker to block it, keep it out of there. Unicoi County gets another kick, and it will be a header. Good job by the Cyclones. A lot of activity in front of the net. Up the field we'll go. We'll get it out of there. Good job going up the field in the pass to Reese Vernon. Vernon to the 40-yard line. Circles around looking for help. He will kick it to the near side. He'll go there on the pass to Porterdillo. Again, no score to 35-minute mark. He'll go back to Tucker, and Tucker will kick it back up the field to the left side here at Citizen Bank Stadium. We'll be here September the 5th. First football game when the Westridge Wolves come here. First two games on the road. But September the 5th, we'll be right back here with Westridge, our brand new opponent, coming to town. This one way down the field, go out of bounds. Goes back to Unicoi County at the 34-39 mark. No score here in the first quarter. Hello, Rick Ranson down in Pensacola, Florida watching. Thank you, sir. Got some Floridians watching. That's good. You're watching a duck out of water right here. This is way out of my zone, but we're bringing it because we believe in these kids. With it up top with the pass at Zach Curtis. He'll go left side on the pass to Eli Van Hoy. And the goalie for Unicoi County will kick it out of there. Let's see if he'll boom it, and he will. He'll kick it up to about the 45-yard line. Cyclones get it back, battling around. Here we go. They're going to take it over on possession to 30. A header at the 40 by the Cyclones. That would be, again, Porterdillo. And this one will go out of bounds, so we'll go Cyclones. So to put it into play will be number 9 for Elizabethton, Connor Blevins. Down to the corner, you're watching Cyclone Soccer against Unicoi County. We are 5-5-3, and they are 5-4-2. Ooh, got inside close. We're down around the net. Let's see if we can put the scramble mode on there and drop one in here against these guys. We got the ball, keep it there in. Right side shot, working one-on-one. Tries to get an angle shot, and it's still our ball. Still maneuvering would be Reese Vernon. And try to cross and dump it in and could not get to it because out of bounds. The Unicoi ball at the 33:04 mark in the opening half here. Hello, Sandra Crow. Hello to Linda Birchfield. Thank you all for watching. Cyclone baseball coming up on Thursday. 440 airtime was audio only. We found out that the TWSAA wants $250 a game to stream baseball playoffs, so ain't happening. So it's audio only. And we'll bring it to you from East Tennessee State. Down the field, Unicoi County, we're chasing the defenders. Oh, nice job on the interception to stop that by Jackson Miller. Back up the field, he'll kick it, and they'll turn around and intercept it. That would be Nehemiah Campbell for Unicoi County. Here's Connor Blevins. All nicely down the field, and too far. Their goalie will be there to get it and get it back out of there. No score at the 32-13 mark. Eddie Morrell will be here momentarily, our coach from T.A. Duggar. Over on the far side of the field is Christian SKOCZ. In fact, here comes Coach Morrell right now. The Cavalry's coming. No score at the 31-51 mark. Who I should have got up here is Dr. Justin Smith. He'd be a good one, I think. We'd have to put a filter on him, but down the right side of the field. One of our great sponsors. Out of bounds, it goes Unicoi Soccer. No score at the 31-30 mark on an absolute gorgeous day here. Goodness gracious. Chamber of Commerce Day here in Elizabethton. This one out of bounds, it goes Cyclones way. Putting it into play will be Reese Vernon. Up top with it, kicking, and Coach Morrell's here. Let him get settled in. No score at the 31-01 mark. This one goes out of bounds. Rodriguez, again, this young man, that says Vincent Bustos, B-U-S-T-O-S for Unicoi County. Kicked it out. Cyclones right in front of the net. Can't get one in. Here comes another shot. Let's see, he'll pass it. And it rolls up the leg of the Unicoi County defender. Greetings, sir.
How are you, sir?
Doing wonderful. How's everything in Eddie Morrell's world?
Oh, can't complain. We just got off the field with Tennessee Middle.
Mm-hmm.
We came up a little short tonight, but we had a fantastic season. Great kids, even better parent support. Just wonderful, wonderful way to end the season.
How many of these guys out here will be you have coached? Most of them?
1, 2, 9 of the 11.
There you go. So we're depending on your expertise to bring us through here. So I can set it up, but you've kind of followed the ball and called it here. What are we doing at this point? This is Rodriguez, the basketball player for Unicoi.
Well, at this point, we're trying to guard the middle and keep that access out. And there we go. Nice slide defense. And we'll be looking at a corner kick from Unicoi.
Jackson Miller, the slide defense. Corner kick, Blue Devils, no score, 29-31 mark. This is the second time we played. We played them to a tie the first time. Their field got washed away by the floods. And they're rebuilding a field that's not ready yet, and so they are playing us here twice this year. So.
And correction, the out was on White's Cyclone goal kick. And Tucker Taylor to his outside wing.
Mm-hmm. Unicoi intercepts and brings it back their way. Number 7, that would be Victor Lequin.
Another save by Taylor. This is indicative of Doug Schultz soccer. He likes to build from the back, and you'll see a lot of passing before the teams hit the 50-yard line.
Cyclone soccer against Unicoi County, 28-37 mark, no score in the first half.
Okay, and Holston Smith with a really nice cross.
Unicoi County, that'd be number 2. We'll call out the name of Emilio Soto for the Blue Devils.
Okay, and Jackson Miller playing to the out of bounds. That'll be a throw in Unicoi.
Tucker's already had several saves. That's my camera guy.
Well, it's always good to stay on your toes.
Yeah. No score, 27-47 mark. So Tia Duggar soccer is finished. Is this the season finale today?
That was the season finale today.
So how many 8th graders are coming up here next year from your soccer down at Tia Duggar?
Well, I'm sending these fine folks a total of 9 8th graders.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Hopefully we have a few that will, oh, nice cross through to the middle. Thomas Lambert has to be on those. And when he sees that cross come over, there needs to be a sprint there in the middle. And if he can get in front of number 4, he's got open access.
Still no score at the 27-09 mark, first half. Unicoi County and Cyclone Soccer.
Okay, and playing back to keeper, and keeper's going to redistribute. Got to win that ball. Come on, guys. And Thomas Lambert, here we go. Let's go to the open. All right, nice takeaway by Drake Teague, and a shot on goal.
Oh, drifted to the right a bit. Good thought by Drake, though.
Oh, yeah, good thought by Drake. 9 times out of 10, if Drake's got the ball on his foot, he's looking for a shot.
26-23 mark. No score first half here. Cyclone Soccer against Unicoi County.
And that entire front three, Thomas Lambert, Connor Blevins, and Drake Teague, all very fast. And then in the middle you have Reese Vernon, who's just an excellent, almost prodigy player, great at distributing the ball. And again, the defense playing back to the keeper. Yeah, great way to determine your field position, playing back and giving yourself that opportunity to find those passes.
Cyclones, possession on the far side of the field.
All right, let's see what we're going to do with this throw in. And Jackson Miller to throw. Thomas Lambert being subbed.
So Coach Schultz's strategy right here is what?
Well, the coach's overarching strategy is to build out to the middle. Now here you can see the defense is pushed up to almost the 50. And you're cutting the field on the opponent and giving yourself an opportunity to attack better.
Cyclones get the ball at the 24-55 mark. No score.
Yeah, I believe 13 White was a little bit aggressive there. Of course, you know me, I don't mind a little bit of aggression, but you got to keep it in check.
Being the wrestling coach, we totally understand that, sir.
Okay, nice running catch by Unicoi's goalie, and then a throw out to the middle. Excellent strategy on the part of Unicoi. Had three surrounding the ball to the center throw, so they could literally have gone three different directions.
Here's the pass in the middle of the field. Little chip shot. Let's see, does Tucker come up and get it? He does.
He does.
So what's now for Coach Morrell? You switch to spring football, or you take a break?
Oh, starting tomorrow, we're on the gridiron, baby. And then this Saturday, we have the Tennessee State Freestyle Wrestling Tournament at Battleground Academy in Nashville.
Doesn't stop, does it?
Never.
No. And you like it that way?
I do.
Yeah.
But I will take the time to say that this evening was my last soccer match as the head coach at T.A. Duggar.
You have stepped away.
I have stepped away. A young man that has done a wonderful job as my assistant coach this year, and a home product, Mr. Riley Vernon, will be taking over as head coach.
That's awesome.
And I'm going to stay around next year to assist him and make sure that he's got his feet wet. But I couldn't ask for a coach to replace me that loved his kids more, had their best interests at heart more, and miles ahead of me as far as strategy goes. So it's a fantastic fit.
Always good to bring him back to homegrown and bring him back.
That's why we do it.
Yep. Talking to Taz Irwin today, said they're talking to West about coming and helping coach once he graduates from Maryville here in a couple of weeks to help coach T.A. Duggar football.
He'd be a good one.
Yep.
He would be a good one. We could definitely use the help with the O-line coaching.
No score at the 22-39 mark. Cyclones, Unicoi County. So, Coach, jump in there and tell us what's going on, because you are the man we're leaning on.
Well, look at the cross. Look at the cross. Oh, Connor. And Connor was effectively blocked out by the Unicoi defender, but that was a wonderful cross to the right. And trying to put it right on Connor's foot just got in the way a little bit. There'll be more of those.
Well, for the first, 18 minutes so far of this match, we're playing more on their end of the field than they're on ours.
Absolutely. And we're at a corner kick with Blevins to take the corner. Oh, nice. Try to put back by Drake. Wild kick by the Unicoi defender. Let's see how that comes out.
Unicoi soccer, possession. Get baseball on Thursday, 4:40 airtime, audio only. The TSSAA has said we need $250 a game to stream, to turn the camera on. I said,
let's see, because they don't make enough money.
no. Good night. However, use this platform to tell you that the state government is looking into bringing the TSSAA in underneath their wing to get some more accountability, which I'm all for.
Well, I don't know anybody that would actually shed a tear over that.
No, it's so. Stay tuned, because that'll change things if they have to start answering to somebody. Because right now they don't. They're an entity all of their own. It is 20:55 to play, first half. No score here. Unicoi County will kick it in to our end of the field here at Citizens Bank Stadium. Weaving through traffic and tripped up.
And foul Elizabethton will get a free kick at the 19.
So Tucker Taylor on his guard here. He's got a guard. How wide is the box, Coach?
18 feet, sir.
18 feet he's got to cover.
Yep.
Wow. I was watching hockey the other night. Their box is considerably smaller.
Considerably.
18 feet's a lot of territory to have to cover. So let's see.
Well, and then you're also, you're covered 8 feet high.
18 by 8 or 8 by 18. So Tucker's there ready to go. Here comes the shot. And sails over top.
What Tucker lacks in height, he makes up for in mobility. He's a very mobile keeper.
He is.
And pays attention to the game. Makes very few mistakes.
20-minute mark. Just a water break, timeout, or just a timeout?
Timeout.
Timeout. All right. Tell us about wrestling right now. What's going on?
Well, right now we're in our summer phase. We've got about a dozen on the mat that are learning freestyle and Greco-Roman wrestling, the Olympic styles.
Mm-hmm.
And competing at least once a week, sometimes twice a week, practice 3 times a week, just all in preparation for doing even better than we did last season.
Mm-hmm. And how did we do last year? Refresh our memory. By the way, if you're just tuning in, he's also the head wrestling coach here at Elizabethton High School. Does a phenomenal job. And so, how did we do last year?
Well, last year we had 4 state qualifiers. And that's after coming off a previous year of having 1 state qualifier. Freshman Jacob Clevenger at 132 pounds went 47-4 this year.
Stud.
Yep. So we could be looking at our first 200-win athlete.
Wow. And one of them's daddy's watching, Jonathan Morton. So, guy by the name of Deuce, how many did he have total?
Jonathan, correct me if I'm wrong, but Deuce was 136, I want to say.
Yeah. He'll know.
Yep.
Oh, Deuce going to help me do some football games this year.
Oh, that'll be fun.
He is very articulate.
Hey, what a nice man. What a nice young man he's turned out to be.
And what sold me was at the John Clark Classic. He came and helped me on that Saturday.
Yep.
Which I had the privilege of promoting your program. And so I kept looking at him, and I said, Deuce, you're good looking. You're articulate. There's no does and uhs. We need you to do some football. He said, okay. So he's going to help me do some football games. He'll be my color guy.
Oh, he'll be fantastic for that.
Oh, yes. I'm looking forward to it. So, very, very talented young man. Comes from a great family. So.
Oh, absolutely. And also, we've talked about him doing a little bit of youth wrestling. We're revamping the youth wrestling program and bringing it under the wing of community involvement. So we'll have more coaches, more opportunities.
It's a great place to be, folks. Elizabethton. He says, I knew you'd know, 155-23, 100 of those wins by pins. That is scary.
What's scary is he still knows that.
He knows that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's a daddy loves his kids, what that is.
Well, I mean, that makes him the all-time leader in wins and pins.
In the history of the school?
Yep.
155-23, have 100 of those by pins. Deuce Morton. 20:01 to go on the clock here. No score, first half. Cyclone soccer against Unicoi County. Eddie Morrell, Isaac Fletcher running the camera. What a great young man. I am so blessed to have Isaac Fletcher and Jackson Judah and Tucker Taylor helping me out. And Axel Steins, when Axel helps us in football.
Love me some Axel Steins.
Yeah. So here we go. We get to start after this timeout.
All right, and again, we're building from the back. Doug's teams are trying to find routes out of the back to get to the middle and distribute. So you'll see a lot of side play till we get to the 50.
There's a header down the left sideline. And a kick out of bounds. So, when in doubt, kick it away from the Cyclones, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. And again, you got a very fast front line there with Connor Blevins, Thomas Lambert, Drake Teague, and young Reese.
So, can you name in a minute? What'd you say? No, there's a header that goes out of bounds. The 9 are coming up out of Tia Duggar. Can you do it from memory?
I can surely attempt.
Let it rip, sir. Now, they become available and eligible the last day of school, May 23rd.
That is correct.
So come May 24th or that afternoon, May 23rd, they become high school Cyclones.
That is correct.
Yep.
A name that's long been associated with soccer here in Elizabethton, Hunsinger, young Atlee Hunsinger.
There's one.
Is coming up. Trey Mathena is also coming up.
Oh, I know Trey.
We have a goalkeeper. His name's Micah Garland. Micah is 6 feet 4 inches tall as a freshman.
Makes it kind of easy to cover 18 feet when you're 6'4", isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yep. They come. Cyclones down on the Unicoi end, which is where we've been for most of the first half here. No score at the 18-minute mark. Played 2 40-minute halves. We played to a tie the last time we played them. So continue on, sir.
Well, Reese Vernon and Zachary Curtis are really holding the middle of that field. That's fantastic. Get some help there from Micaiah Edmondson. Nice leave back by Blevins. And Holston Smith advancing forward to Porter Dillo, who crosses to Zach. And Zach takes the wide. And we're going to go back and reconsider our strategy.
Kind of reset, hit the reset button.
Exactly. We're hitting the reset button. You know, a lot of distance between players right now, so you got some time to look, see how your field's laid out. And also coming up from T.A. Duggar, excellent utility player, midfielder, and wing, Weston Berry is coming up from T.A. Duggar.
That's 4 or 5, I think you said.
Yes, sir.
There's a lead, and it's going to go down in the corner.
It's not going
It's going anywhere. No.
Good job. Good job. And you'll notice no flag or whistle, so that was a clean tackle by Jackson Miller. That's hard to do. He did a great job doing that. Also looking at another utility player, Ryland Taylor will be coming up. Jordan Lim will be coming up. Trying to think of any other 8th graders that I might have missed. Weston Franklin, our center D, is also coming up. So got 9 good, solid kids coming up. And this year, we adapted a lot of what Doug's doing on the field to prepare them for coming up.
Which just makes sense. The middle schools do what the high schools do, so that when they get here, they can do it in their sleeve. It's automatic, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, look, when we're on the gridiron, orange is orange and black is black.
Yeah.
And it's been that way since they were in elementary school.
Yeah.
No reason we can't use that blueprint here.
Yep. Well put. Spring practice. Okay, here goes the lead. Oh, baby.
Oh, that's Reese Vernon.
Thought Reese had something going there for a second.
Still got the ball. White throw on the out of bounds.
Intercepted, going the other way. That's Rodriguez, leads it down the field. He goes out of bounds. Tried to pass it to Rodriguez, number 10. He was an excellent basketball player for Coach Simmons in Unicoi County this year. Great, very rangy, very good utility player, good rebounder for him on the basketball court. Of course, as we said before you got here, Unicoi County going down next year to 2A, and we'll welcome Daniel Boone in their place next year. So I assume it's that way soccer with everything else, softball, all the sports, except football.
And wrestling.
Yep. Does Unicoi County have a wrestling team?
Unicoi County does not have a wrestling team.
But Boone does.
Boone does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we lost Tennessee High and David Crockett, and we gained Daniel Boone.
No score of 14:37 mark first half here.
And we're leaving a little space in the midfield, so it's allowing Unicoi to work a little bit. Personally, I'd like to see it a little bit tighter, but I can surely understand on a hot day and a lot of running, you're going to leave some space.
Axel says, hi, Tom. Hope you're enjoying broadcasting the place I work for, the Cyclone Network. You got it, Axel. 116 days till kickoff, but who's counting? Friday night will be 15 weeks till kickoff. And by the way, for the Cyclone Touchdown Club, there are still some bags of mulch available. They're out here in the parking lot, $5 a bag. So if you're still needing mulch, we've got a few bags left. We want to get rid of them. Had a great run on them, but there's still some left. And if you're interested, get a hold of Coach Witten or somebody from the Cyclone Touchdown Club. They'll meet you out there.
Okay, Reese is taking control with the middle, going with the long out. And Drake sends to the middle to Porterdillo. Unicoi brings the ball back. And we're back to Holston where we reset. Got to watch those passes, boys. Got to be able to get to them. Come on out. Tucker will take that at the top of the box.
So, from a rule standpoint, how far out can he come? He came to the 10-yard line on that one.
He, you see the top of the box is just past the 10-yard line, the orange line.
Right.
He can come to the edge of that orange line.
Okay, I see it now. All right, I'm learning the sport here. So the gridiron starting tomorrow is at T.A. Duggar or the high school?
We are at T.A. Duggar, sir. Back on the grass.
Get a kick out of there. 12:32 to go, first half, no score. Cyclones.
Zachary Curtis with a nice takeaway and a wide out to Connor Blevins. Blevins looking toward the middle, giving a right side run to Thomas Lambert, who will be screened out by Unicoi number 4. Be a goal kick for Unicoi.
Told you Coach Merrill know what he's talking about. Mr. Smith up here says, do you know what you're talking about? I said, absolutely not. I ain't got a clue. But Coach Morrell does. I'm the Lone Ranger, and he's Tonto. So, or I'm Tonto, you're the Lone Ranger.
We'll take it the other way. That'll be fine. Okay, nice long right cross by Unicoi. Still got control at the 20. Okay, Unicoi tried to give and go there at the 20, and the net result was straight to Tucker Taylor, who rolls out to Zachary Curtis, takes a nice left pass, and a long cross that misses Thomas Lambert's feet, and we'll go back to the Unicoi keeper.
Tucker gets a lot of compliments from Coach Schultz about his goalkeeping.
Well, he's athletic, and he covers a lot of ground.
Clock at 11:08 to go, first half, no score.
Okay, that was all ball. Zach Curtis in the middle, getting good release, going to Porterdillo. All right, now we're going to reset. Jackson Miller has the ball at 35. Nice right to Porter. Porter looking for the next pass in, which lands to Reese. Give and go with Lambert and Reese, and Reese got mugged. So, did I say that out loud?
I think you did. I think you're right, he did. We'll kick it back to Tucker and let him hit the reset button of sorts, get it back out of there.
Now you'll notice that Tucker kicked that ball out instead of using his hands. If the defender kicks the ball back to the goalkeeper, he has to use his feet. If he picks the ball up off of the defender's kick, it's a foul.
Interesting. Just learned something. Okay. Here we got some numbers here, although they intercepted it. No score, Cyclones. Unicoi County at the 9:55 mark in the half. First half. It would appear, what little I know about this sport, this is pretty evenly matched. Nice job there, stopped by the Cyclones, number 2, Holston Smith. Is that a fair statement? They're pretty well two-match teams here.
I would say so. Now you'll notice Unicoi is becoming more aggressive as we've hit this 9-minute mark. I don't know if that's strategy or if they're just tired of being in the heat, but they're certainly become more aggressive.
It is warm out there. It's 81. It's even hotter on the turf. Here's a pass, got deflected.
Well, if it's 81 here, it's 87 out there.
Absolutely. Every bit of it. Cyclones. Ball intercepted again by Lopez. Midfield. We'll take it back on the possession. Here's a pass, left side. At the 35-yard line.
Oh, nice block by Curtis. But rolled back to Unicoi. Okay, Dillo try to block there. We're going to get whistled on that one. That's okay. You know the rule in soccer is you play the ball, not the man. And that rule gets trampled on quite often.
8:15 to go in the half. No score.
Nice out. We're going to take that out. Reese got a man coming on him. Nice footwork to elude. Blevins puts the ball back to Reese in the corner. And I believe we'll get a corner kick out of that.
We will. Goalie will get it up the field on the roll. Outlets it to Rodriguez. Right side Unicoi on the lead. We'll track him down. Body's flying. We keep the ball back and...
Oh, there's going to be a foul on Jackson on that tackle, but, you know, that was all ball. I didn't see any real bodily contact until the Unicoi player, I think they have a name for that in basketball, hitting the ground with much more force than was necessary.
Flopping?
That's it.
There you go.
Right there.
So they'll get a kick. So Tucker's going to be on his game right here.
Absolutely. And you see the three-man wall. Now once the ball's kicked, they're allowed to move.
They're bunched up around the goal. Here it comes. It's nice. The wall blocked it. Good job. Cyclones get possession on that one. Good job by Elizabeth. No score at the 6:23 mark. First half.
All right, Connor's a good open field ball handler. Fast as anyone on that field.
Yeah.
Well, and with Connor, it's deceptive because you got to remember that the kid's 5'11", and you know, he's got a body. He could play football if he wanted to.
I was thinking at one point, was he not our place kicker at one point?
No, our place kicker last year was Carson Thompson.
I'm talking about the high school. I thought he's left-footed.
Who was another 8th grader who's coming up, by the way. And he's 5'10", 170.
No score at the 5.5-minute mark here in the first half.
I don't remember who that was the place kicker before Will. Will kind of makes you forget about other place kickers.
I'm pretty sure Connor Blevins, he's a left-footed kicker. He kicked in his sophomore season, opted to go all soccer, I think.
No, that Connor Blevins is my stepson.
But there was a Connor Blevins.
Yes, the left-footed punter, 16.
Okay.
Yep.
Which is not him.
Which is not him.
Two different Connor Blevins.
Yep.
So I was right, but I was wrong too. So.
Believe me, you're not the first person that's made that mistake. Okay, nice call there by the official. When 24 bumped into Reese, you saw that his shoulder went down in the middle of Reese's arm.
Mm-hmm.
You can't drop your shoulder into somebody. It has to be shoulder-to-shoulder contact.
The clock is at 4:43 and a half. There's no score here in half number one. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclones soccer against Unicoi County. Big matchup here. Of course, the big daddy in the league right now is the Crockett Pioneers. They're the top team. So this is a middle of the pack game, but it's key for placement for the tournament as far as seeding coming up.
Absolutely. Absolutely, and even Big Daddies fall on some days.
Yeah. If you read the book, Goliath went down, didn't it, with a rock and
Sure
pebble?
did.
Yeah.
Sure did.
There's a header by Connor. Trying to get ahead of traffic.
They're going to let that go out of bounds. Last touch by Unicoi. Cyclone throw in. Blevins to throw in. Let's see what he's got going here. He's got a drop. He's also got somebody forward at Blevins and the middle selection. Porterdillo takes to the sideline. Sideline out. Throw Unicoi.
Cyclones defending the side out pass by Unicoi County. They'll keep it again. Clock down to 3:19 to go in the half. No score. Eddie Morrell, yours truly, Tom Taylor, and also Isaac Fletcher running the camera, doing a great job. Our freshman camera guy, a student here at the school, part of the Cyclone Network.
Old Fletch.
Old Fletch, he's a good one.
Okay, now he's completely offsides. Good.
What I like about Isaac Fletcher, he's very conscientious about what he's doing. He takes pride in what he does. He's just not up here being a warm body. He takes, as I said, pride in what he's doing, and it shows. I appreciate that.
That makes him a Cyclone, sir.
Yep. That's it. We just don't go through the motions. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right or don't do it.
Oh, no, the only motions we're going through are raising trophies above our heads.
I was trying to think driving over here. In wrestling, you say something bleeding. What does he always say?
Season's bleeding?
Season's bleeding. I tried to say it today on the show. Could not remember what you kept saying. Season's bleedings.
Season's bleedings, season's beatings. You know, just
That's
depends.
it.
Yeah.
That's it. Wrestling season. We're down to 2 minutes to go in the half here. No score. On a hot Tuesday evening here. It's warm. Again, you put 10 degrees, whatever it is, with the sun beating down on the turf, you add 10 degrees to us. It's about 91 out there right now. These guys will be drinking the fluids here at the break.
And I think we're starting to see the effects of the heat here in the last 2 minutes. You know, again, they're playing farther spaced. The sprints are farther apart. Okay, and Tucker should have taken that, but we went ahead and kicked that out of bounds. It's okay. It's the safe move. So, corner Unicoi.
Bottom line is they didn't score.
Correct.
That's the key.
Correct.
1:18 to go in the half. Nothing. Here there comes a corner kick and a header, and it's still a live ball. Be a lot of hydration at halftime, will it not?
All right, number 2 with a high kick. That's considered dangerous play. An immediate free kick for Elizabethton.
48 seconds till halftime here. How long do they have at halftime?
They should have 10.
10 minutes?
Yeah.
Yep. "31 seconds to go. It's trickling down here. And a scoreless affair for Cyclone Soccer against Unicoi County.
Apparently we had a yellow card administered for dangerous play, stopping the clock.
Against them or against us?
Against Unicoi.
Okay.
And clock's
Crank back up.
Yep. And
Actually, it hadn't started.
It hasn't started.
There we go. 28 seconds to go in the half here. You'll get a free kick.
No, Unicoi will get a free kick because of their fine acting skills.
Yeah.
Again,
Three,
did I say that out loud?
2, 1. It's halftime.
And we've reached the half at 0-0. On a hot day, I'll take it.
Absolute. No score. We'll come back. It's halftime. You're watching a scoreless first half. Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer. Now this from the Eagle Center.
One of the great sponsors of the Tom Little Sports Show and Cyclone Sports. Folks, never been here. What's going on at the Eagle Center? Tell me about it.
Well, we have so many good things going on. I have wonderful vendors who keep their booths stocked fresh and organized and neat and with new things all the time, great prices, a great selection. We have 2 floors and almost 50 vendors, and you won't see the same thing twice.
A waiting list to get here. Downtown Elizabethton, the Eagle Center. Again, it is open. What's your hours?
We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Closed on Sunday.
Closed on
Pretty
Sunday.
obvious. So, anything you want, again, what's your little catchphrase you always say?
Things tell a story when people no longer can.
Mm-hmm. So, what's the neatest thing about the Eagle Center? You own the place. What do you think is the neatest thing?
There's so many neat things. You know, so many people have this idea of what an antique store is. We have a little bit of new, a little bit of old, and a lot of in between. It's clean. It's not musty and smelly. It's well lit. It's fun. I mean, there are so many things here to add character and conversation to your homes, gift ideas. We could go on and on. It's a really great store.
How do we find you on social media?
You find us on Facebook, the Eagle Center Co-op, and then on Instagram, it's Eagle Center Antiques.
And the magic phone number is?
The number is 542-6674.
Here you go. One of our great sponsors in downtown Elizabethton, the Eagle Center. Proud sponsor of the Tom Little Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports. Our buddy Sherry Holtzclaw, the owner of the Jewelers Bench, proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Little Sports Show. A lot of jewelry stores. Why trade at the Jewelers Bench?
So we've been in business for 26 years.
Mhm.
John is the jeweler. Everything is done here. It stays here. We do not send anything out. You know, you go and buy from Zales or somewhere like that, you've got to send it off, and it's 4 weeks or whatever. But if you have any issues with your pieces, then he's here and you can talk to him face to face. You know, we've got great employees, great customers that have become pretty much family, and we are, you know, like you had mentioned, on some of second generation of people coming in. And, you know, it just, I think it says a lot being in business in a small town for almost 26 years.
Yep. You served your mom and dad, and now the kids are grown up, and you're serving them now. Taking care of their jewelry needs as well. So, I mean, they're running the full slate. Watches, rings, Pandora. Oh, gosh. What else? You've got the Glock. You've got the bearing watches. You got the G-Shocks. What else you got? What other watches?
So we have watches. So you said Citizens, bearing, G-Shock.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yeah, I've got a new, some new bearings coming in soon.
Mm-hmm. So, full line of watches, full line of everything you need right here. The full-time jewelry store with the jewelry repair. The Jeweler's Bench. Hours are open.
So we're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and on Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Social media, how do we find you?
So we're on Facebook and Instagram.
And the phone number is?
423-542-5600.
Great sponsor. Been at it a long time. We love promoting the Jeweler's Bench right here on the Tom Little Sports Show and Elizabethton Cyclone Sports.
It's halftime. It's scoreless. Cyclone Soccer against Unicoi County. Eddie Morrell and yours truly, Tom Taylor, bringing it to you. We're glad you're here. It is halftime, as we said, 0-0. So if you had to assess the first half, I mean, up here being a guy that doesn't know a whole lot about it, obviously, and I'm the first to tell you that, but it would appear that without scoring, which is the moral victory, but we dominated the first half because we were on their end more than they were on our end. Is that a fair statement?
I think that's a very fair statement. Elizabethton is following its strategy and game plan. They're distributing the ball from the keeper and defenders to the portion of the field that they see the most opportunity. And they have stuck to that relentlessly. Now, that is a long play strategy. Sometimes you don't see that come to fruition until later in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, we played on our half of the field. And we were able to keep our defense pulled up. Yeah, we did have a couple of shots on goal. And whatever Unicoi had coming down was really more kind of straggler shots. You know, there wasn't a whole lot of people. There were single breakaways. So I feel like Elizabethton is following their strategy, and it will pay off.
So it was really not an organized shots on goal per se, but Unicoi County just kind of willy-nilly just out there, right?
Correct. You know, the athlete had their foot on the ball, thought that they could go on frame with it, and went.
Yep. So it's halftime. Again, let me give you our schedule, what's coming up. We have Cyclone Baseball. We'll go on air the broadcast at 4:40, audio only, from Thomas Stadium in East Tennessee State. We'll do that on Thursday. Weather permitting, of course. And that's always the key because Mother Nature's going to play havoc Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, apparently, with the weather. And so, but it's a beautiful, you've been to Thomas Stadium, East Tennessee State, a baseball stadium?
Oh, yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, it is a primo facility. So I'm going to guess they will have the grounds crew and all that ready in case there's rain. But we'll go on there at 4:40, 5 o'clock first pitch. Our opponent will be tomorrow. It's Crockett and Sullivan East playing in the survival game, or the elimination game. And from that point, that team plays us. And the second game on Thursday will be Tennessee High and Unicoi County. So, had Coach Korn on the show today. He is extremely excited. His first year, he should be the coach of the year, in my humble opinion. He's taking a team, and now granted, Ryan Presnell handed him a great team, but you got to still take that team and coach them. They got to learn you. You got to learn them. They have. They're 19 and 11. I think is what he told me today. He added them up, Coach Korn. So we're looking at a 20-win season first year. Number one seed winning the conference championship regular season, first time since 2021. So,
and I think that's where Coach Korn has really excelled. You know, he's learned his players quickly.
Yep.
And they've learned him. And when you start learning a coach who was a multiple-time national champion at Walter State, you know, and let's go ahead and get this out of the way. Is it JUCO ball? Yes, but you know, JUCO ball is just as tough as any other division. You know, you're not looking at a separation in athletic abilities.
Could be even tougher because you only have these guys for 2 years. You got to reload every 2 years with JUCO college.
Oh yes, you got to reload every 2 years. That's why the strategies that you have in place have to be durable, so you can teach that system. And he's done a really good job with our athletes, and you know, just ingraining himself into the Cyclone community. Man, just a great coach. Glad to have him.
Last time I checked, a trophy's a trophy, whether it's JUCO, junior Cyclones, high school, Pickett, Milligan, whatever. Trophies are trophies.
Trophies are trophies.
So, anyway, Coach Korn will be ready to go. Softball plays at 7:30 on Friday night in Jonesboro against Unicoi County, the Lady Blue Devils. And so that will be their first-round opponent in the district softball tournament. Track and field is participating as we speak over here on the Sam Laporte track here in Elizabethton on a gorgeous day.
You'd think they were giving away free pizza over there. That place is crowded.
Packed, yeah. Here it's a scoreless affair, and we're at halftime. We're getting ready to start the second half. We'll come back and get it going. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer, and we appreciate Eddie Morrell being with us, Coach, being with us here to bring you the play-by-play. I'm just getting out of the way, letting him do it. We'll be right back after this from Advanced Heat Pump Systems. A day like today, is your heat pump at your home, at your business, at your church in tip-top shape? If not, Michael Vance can help you. Here's the commercial to tell you about it on Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer.
After a long, hard day at work, all you want to do is relax at home, right? But how can you possibly relax when your home's not comfortable? If you want to feel more comfortable at home, give Advanced Heat Pump Systems a call today. With over 30 years of experience and the most innovative solutions, you can rest assured that Advanced Heat Pump Systems will make your home more comfortable. Give them a call today, 926-2665, or visit them online at advancedheatpump.com.
Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton with your favorite school's t-shirts, polos, or hoodies. They can put your school, church, or company's logo on lots of different styles of hats, including Nike and Richardson and now Travis Matthew. Windbreakers, sublimated shirts, pullovers, koozies. They can order for any area school and your favorite team. Dry fit sleeveless hoodies, Nike dry fit t-shirts, women's and toddler sizes. You can order any uniform for any sport, including the pants or shorts from Brumman Sports Shop. And they always have a clearance rack to save you money. Plaques, trophies, medals, and ribbons, and all the engraving is done in-house. And they offer hard-to-find Letterman jackets of your favorite school for guys, ladies, and now elementary and middle school athletes too. And they offer all the different sports patches as well. Brumman Sports Shop, downtown Elizabethton, Facebook, Instagram, website, BrummanSportsShop.com, phone 542-2321, Brumman Sports Shop in downtown Elizabethton. We start the second half, ready to bring it to you. Thanks to Brumman Sports. We flip ends of the field. Let's see if it brings us more luck on this end. We're scoreless. There's a shot. He had one, and the goalie tipped it and gets it east to west on the kick, and we had a good look at it. So we start the second half here at 40 minutes. No score here. Coach Eddie Morrell, yours truly, Tom Taylor, and Isaac Fletcher bringing it to you.
Coming out early and dominating like that is key to setting up success.
Sets the tone, doesn't it? There it is. I rest my case. So our AC's not doing well up here, and I said if we check the air filters, it looks like it snowed on them. So brown snow. There's a shot, and it's high.
Sailed high on Reese. That was a beautiful shot from the 10.
So 2 shots on goal within the first minute. That kind of tells me they've had a visit at halftime.
I think they had a good visit at halftime. Hopefully they got hydrated and they're ready to just kick on into the sun.
Hello, Liz Wandell. Thank you for watching, ma'am. Appreciate that.
You know,
we try to do everything best we can. We do volleyball, basketball, softball. We've done swimming. We certainly did wrestling with the John Clark Classic, and today we're doing soccer.
You know, I never want to dumb a game down, and you know every game has its own peculiarities. But soccer, no, in as much as in any other sport, you've got to take shot after shot after shot after shot. Yet, if a team's shot conversion rate is 20%, they're pretty good. So, you know, for every 5 that you get, maybe 1 will fall.
So it's a numbers game.
Oh, absolutely.
More times go to the well. One of these times we'll get it.
Absolutely.
So,
there's
a tie up at the 45-yard line.
Yep, and that's going to go our way. Zach Curtis got a little bit of a welcome from the Unicoi.
They got yellow flagged in the first half for rough play. So here we go. Here's our kick.
And Holston Smith puts one right in the middle. Let's see where we can put this. All right, Unicoi kicks out to the side, so we'll be a side out.
37:45 to go. No score here. Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer. Coach Morrell, get Isaac Fletcher, and yours truly bringing it to you. Baseball on Thursday from East Tennessee State. Here's a throw in by the Cyclones.
Okay, headed by Unicoi. Back on the feet is Zach Curtis. Looks like the Unicoi player is going to turn around on him. And Curtis gets the ball and shot on goal. Deflected by Unicoi. Ball back to midfield. Jackson Miller to handle and send back to goal area. Ball on Connor Blevins' foot. Hard cross. And kick out of bounds by Unicoi. Cyclone ball.
It's already cooling down in here, guys. I can already feel the difference. A little bit, anyway.
And Porterdillo with a nice cross to the right, intercepted by Unicoi.
Oh, nice block.
Very nice block, Jackson.
Good job, Jackson Miller. Come back the other way. No score, 36-minute mark. The last time we were at Thomas Stadium, the last time I was there, we were playing a Powerhouse Gibbs in the sectional at Logan Estep. It's a ground ball in between first and second in right field. Walk-off game-winning RBI. Corey Russell scores from third, and we're heading to the state tournament. So
Logan Estep was my bat boy with the Elizabethton Twins. Couldn't find better guys.
I love it.
They were great.
I can mention anybody, and Eddie's coach has got a story. Here we go. Here's a
Come on. Good thought. Just the Unicoi player's face got in the way.
Connor Blevins was out in front trying to drop it into the box.
Looked like a corner kick.
Corner kick for the Cyclones at the 35-19 mark. No score here in the second half.
Thomas Lambert's kick. Cyclones stacking the box. Let's see if we can head something. Straight to the Unicoi keeper.
So how close, educate me on the game, with him that close in the box, how close can I go if I was Cyclone into the box to head it into the net? Is there a cutoff line?
The cutoff line is his nose.
Okay. So if I want to get in there,
as long as
mix it up, I can mix it up.
As long as you're not touching him. The keeper is a protected player. You can't touch him.
Okay. So.
But if I want to get 2 inches from the keeper and head something in, certainly can.
All right. Cyclones to kick it at the 34-32 mark. No score here in the second half. Well, we got a chance. I'm going to run down these kids' names that are worth talking about. Porterdillo, Reese Vernon, Drake Tigg, Christian Scox. Scos. Thank you. Zach Curtis, Tucker Taylor, Jackson Miller, Connor Blevins, Michael Bandera, Quincy Hall, Crew Stout, J.P. Merrick, Colin Montgomery, Michael Suggs, Asher Tyler, Holston Smith,
Micaiah
Edmonston, Eli Van Hoy, Thomas Lambert, Francisco Ramos, Carlos Rodriguez, Grady Swearingen, and Don Singleton.
Great kids, all of them.
Assistant coaches are Gideon Williams and Jordan Baker. Head coach is Doug Schultz in his second season. Saw Coach Beal the other day. He's looking good.
I was just talking to him before I came up to do my bit with you. He looks fantastic. Said he feels good enough now to get out in the yard and get sore and sweat. And,
awesome.
Bill built a legacy here, and Doug is continuing that legacy. So it's always good to see Bill, and always good to know that he's doing well.
Yep. No score at the 33-minute mark.
All right, and we are out of bounds. Ball into the stands. New ball, Cyclone throw.
Spring football practice underway for the Cyclones, and you're working T. Duggar football.
Yes, sir.
Spring practice. How many young men do we have out right now? I know we got some in spring sports, but how many ballpark number we got?
Ballpark 60.
Wow, it's unbelievable.
Oh, love my D-line, boys.
Yeah.
Miscue there. And we're back to the keeper to redistribute. That's the mark of a really mature thinking team. Even when they have miscues, they'll go back to the keeper, they'll redistribute the ball, and reorganize themselves.
No score, 32-13 to go in the game. Is it a game or a match? I call it a soccer game.
A game, match. I still call it the 50, the 30, and the 20 when it's really the half line in the box.
Got you. So I can be right and send it either way.
Absolutely. Feel free to email me if you have trouble with my vernacular.
Cyclones kick it back up. Trying to get out of trouble here.
Nice tip there by Reese through 2 defenders.
A little bump there by Reese Vernon, so.
Well, and if Reese hadn't raised his elbow, he probably could have gotten that one, but raising that elbow is always a mark of aggressive touch.
Here's a deep kick. Becky Muncie watching. Thank you. So I got to give some respect to your video guy. That's Tucker being the goalie. So.
Okay. Unicoi foul. Free kick. Elizabethton. Looks like Tucker's going to come up and take that.
I think Tucker's got 4 saves unofficially in my mind. I was counted.
Sounds right. So side pass to Holston. Another side pass to Jackson. Let's see if we're moving forward.
There's not been a lot of offense. Is that a fair statement?
That is a fair statement.
Not a lot of shots on goal here for a guy that doesn't really know what I'm doing. But I'm just going by the fact that there's been a lot of shots on goal for either team right now. But that can change. 30 minutes to go in this one. And a scoreless affair. Here it comes. Unicoi County on the push.
Okay, nice block off by number
Jackson Miller.
12, Jackson Miller. All ball, good job. Thomas Lambert following through. Lays to the right. Let's see if we can get a shot here. And shot by Drake Teague. Blocked by defender.
Blocked by number 4, Jorge Ragoza for Unicoi County. Their record, again, as we said, comes in at 5-4-2. We're at 5-5-3. We played a tie the first time we played them.
Well, then the pace and strategy of this game makes perfect sense.
Cyclones on their end of the field, obviously. $29:35 to go here. Inside of 30 minutes to play. In a nothing game. Got 60 kids out for Tia Duggar football. It's awesome. Okay, now the goalie got right in the middle of the traffic and grabbed that one and got it out of there.
That was a risky move, but it did pay off for him. Nice header by Miller to redirect the ball. Ball on Holston's foot. We're going to have a stop action. We've got an injured Cyclone.
He's down at the 44-yard line. I think he's holding his side, maybe.
Yep. And the injured Cyclone is Zachary Curtis. Currently being helped to the sidelines.
Mm-hmm. Clock stops at 28:35 to play here. No score. 60 guys out for football, Tia Duggar. It's pretty incredible, sir.
Oh, we're not done. We're not done. I haven't brought on kickers and punters. We've still got guys in other sports.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. We'll be 80 strong. And subbing for Zach Curtis is Colin Montgomery, number 20. I'm sorry, number 28, Colin Montgomery. Nice pass from Taylor up to Connor Blevins.
Cross the 50. Blevins blocks it. Tries to turn with it.
Oh, nice turn.
Nice footwork by Blevins. Kind of goes the other way. We're scoreless at the 27:51 mark in the second half. Nice head by the Cyclone defender.
High by Jackson Miller. Back on the foot of Unicoi. They're going to come out and reset. Okay, we just got ran over at the 11-yard line.
But Landon Brummett, number 2. So Tucker will kick it at the 16-yard line. Our softball team lost yesterday 3-2 to Daniel Boone in Gray, which was really a good test. We don't take moral victories, but that was a good one because they're such a young team. 2 seniors on the team this year, softball.
One of my wrestlers is a catcher, Elizabeth Tucker. She's a freshman, and that group and the group in front of her are immensely talented.
Mm-hmm.
You know, good, solid teamwork. You know, Coach Kenny Harden's got a good pipeline going there. They will be extremely competitive for the foreseeable future.
Lily McDuffie and Josie Reese are your 2 seniors. That's it. Baseball had 5 seniors, 6 seniors. 16 freshmen on the baseball team. So
that's incredible.
Yeah, and they're playing. They're not just taking a uniform; they're playing.
So ask me how many seniors wrestling had.
Senior wrestlers this past year had not very many.
That would be 1.
I'm going to say 2 or 3.
Yep, we had 1. So, you know, Elizabethton's in a really good growth curve right now.
Mm-hmm.
Young teams all the way around.
Mm-hmm. We're at the 25-35 mark here in the second half. There is no score here between the Cyclones.
Okay, and that's something that I've never seen before. Unicoi number 5 actually used his arms to swim over the head of Jackson Miller. I teach that in the wrestling room.
Meaning, of course, it probably shouldn't have happened out on the soccer field, is what you're saying.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah. So Tucker will kick it. Cyclones trying to get possession.
Okay, Collins got a target out wide. He's got Reese out wide. Reese to the corner.
Oh, nice spin by Reese.
Oh.
Nice save by the goalie. Great shot on goal.
Great shot on goal.
Reese Vernon dropped it in there. The goalie, to his credit, blocked it. It was a perfect shot. Came up, did exactly what he's supposed to do. So 24-28 to play here. Elizabethton and Unicoi County scoreless. And he'll kick it back to give it to Tucker.
Back. Not sure what the whistle was for.
Nope. Hello, Daniel Tigg. Yep, this is high school, Cyclones. It is from one who doesn't know, it's a fascinating sport. There's a lot of strategy out here. Folks ask me if they just run around out there and kick the ball. No, there's a whole lot more to it than that. So it's a fascinating sport to learn. How long have you been around soccer?
Well, my daughters wanted to play when they were 7 and when they were 8 and 6 years old. So I started assisting with their AYSO teams. Then in 2013, took the women's program at Happy Valley. And so right at 20 years.
20? Yep.
Doesn't seem that long when you think about it.
No. So Daniel says, where's Drake? And I don't have that answer. Don't know, sir. We do know it's 22-46 to play, and it's no score here.
Now, Drake got significant minutes the first half, but I haven't seen him second half.
Yep. He was out there earlier. Cyclones defending. Unicoi across midfield. We'll say this, every time the ball's in our end, there's orange and black all around it.
Absolutely.
Playing some great defense.
Oh, and if you'll notice, the one-on-one opportunities aren't very often. If we're defending the ball, you've got a primary defender, and then you've got one to either flank. So if there's movement by the offensive player around the first defender, then that flank can pick up the direction.
There you go. That's why we got him up here.
Throwing on by Swearingen, controlled by Reese.
Daniel Drake's your nephew. He's a good one. Up the field, down the left side of the field to Blevins. Connor gets it down the left corner. Has a maneuver around the Blue Devil, and he kicks it out. That'd be Isaac Acevedo, number 13. Cyclones get corner kick, do they not?
They do.
The 21-23 mark. No score here in the second half. Corner kick.
It's up. Got heads in.
Heads in and off to the right of the box. So if you wanted to meet, we talked about this last time I had you on, if you wanted to meet the soccer player in the world right now, who is the guy that everybody go, we want to go meet and watch blank play, who would that be for the guys? Messi?
Well, Coach McClay's daughter is going to tell you Lionel Messi, but she's going to tell you that since she was about 12 years old.
Yeah. Am I dating myself?
No, it's okay. They played for a long time. Messi is probably the premier. And, Cristiano Ronaldo, a great player.
Of course, back in I was a kid, it was Pele. P-E-L-E, is that how you say it, Pele?
Yeah. Well, and, Pele was one of the reasons that American professional soccer was founded. The New York Cosmos in 1974 was founded around Pele.
Cyclones getting out of there at the 20-minute mark in the ball game. No score. There's a shot, and Tucker's right there with the save.
Very nice.
Nice job,
nice.
Tucker Taylor. Good
Great
job.
save. Okay, and see, when he threw, he already had his target in mind. He knew he was throwing wide and right, and there was somebody there
To take the pass.
to take the pass.
Yep.
Who was there to take the pass? That was 17.
That
That
would
was
have been
Drake.
Drake Teague.
Yeah, Drake's back on the field.
Drake's on the field.
Dan, Drake's back. He's at about 45 now. Okay, and we are at water break.
Water break it is. We'll take a timeout for Pizza Inn, where it's kids' night. We'll be right back after this. You're watching, it's scoreless. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer.
Sports and Tom Dillon Sports Show. Pill packs. Tell me about pill packs.
Yeah, so these are good for people take 3 or 4 medicines, just kind of get confused by what they got or may forget to take doses or things like that. Other people that likes them is people caring for parents or grandparents. Makes it real easy rather than having to keep up with 10 or 12 bottles and remembering once a day, twice a day. You just come pick up these packs once a month and takes care of everything.
Show this one right here. There it is. Pill packs. Even they're color coded, so blue stands for nighttime, right?
Yep, that does.
So you'll do this for anybody.
Yeah, sure can. We can do anything just from once a day packs, all your medicines of a morning. Can do them 2 or 3 times a day, up to 4 times a day. For people, it takes 4 times a day medicines. But They're real easy to punch out, so you can just punch them out. That's your dose for the day or the time. And on the front of it's got a information page. It's got pictures of each medicine, tells what it is, and which doctor you got. So that's something when you go to doctors or a hospital or something like that, you don't have to try and remember what all you take or wait till they can get a hold of your pharmacy. You can just rip that page off and it's got all your medicines on there. So it keeps it real simple.
And if you're traveling and you don't want to take that whole thing, you just tear out the 3 or 4 days you're traveling, or the week at the beach or whatever, and they stay intact, and so you don't take the whole 30-day supply, just take as you need, and they tear off.
Yeah, sure can. And something else kind of similar to that, what we've heard from a few people, taking a lunchtime medicine, especially if you're still working stuff, because you don't want to carry 3 or 4 pill bottles to work, or if you put them in a Ziploc bag or something, they'll get crushed or lost. But you can leave your morning, night at home, just rip off a single noon dose and take that with you, because those little pockets, they're strong enough, you know, if you throw it in your pocket, your pills aren't going to get crushed or anything like that. So
pill packs, good. Another great customer service here at Lingerfield Drug Center. Hours are open?
Here Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 12.
Social media, where do we find you?
On Facebook as Lingerfield Drug Center.
And the magic phone number is?
It's 423-542-2138.
What a neat concept. Pill packs from Lingerfield Drug Center. Proud sponsor of Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
Back at Citizens Bank Stadium, we're in the second half of a scoreless match. It's 18-20 to play. Elizabethton and Unicoi County High School soccer. Coach Eddie Morrell, yours truly Tom Taylor, and Isaac Fletcher bringing it to you. It's anybody's, again, being scoreless, it's anybody's match at this point. So,
all right, so side out on Elizabethton, Unicoi to throw in.
So has the strategy changed from first half to second half here for the Cyclones? Have you seen a change?
You know what
approach?
What I have seen in the second half is when they're 30 and in, they seem to be a lot more aggressive than they were the first half.
Comes Unicoi trying to do a shot off to the right. Shot taken by number 12 for Unicoi. This young man, where's 12 on the roster here? I don't see a 12. Do I get? Oh, there he is. Ricardo Munez. That's number 11 anyway, so that would be Jose Lopez with a kick for Unicoi. So Tucker to kick it out of there at the 17-10 mark.
Nice kick to the right.
Cyclones will track this one down. Tucker will go get it. Our goalie, Tucker Taylor.
Let's see where we're going next. He's looking left. He's looking left. Let's see. Now he's pointing toward, yep. Pop short right. Drake's on the ball. Tried a long cross to Reese. Didn't work out. Out of bounds by Unicoi. Cyclone throw. Looks like Swearingen to throw.
We're getting ready to go under 16 minutes here. Nothing. Cyclones. Back up the middle of the field. He'll get it to Porter Dillo.
Nice move by Porter to go back, use his drop there with Jackson and redistribute. A wide right and back onto. We almost had a run at goal. Unicoi still in possession. All right, Cyclones have come out to midfield. Thomas Lambert keeping the body close. And it looks like another run at goal for Unicoi. Saved by Tucker Taylor. So looking at a corner kick Unicoi from the far corner. Ball in the air.
Good header.
Yep.
Get it out of there by Jackson Miller. Gobbed up in front of the goal. We'll get it out of there temporarily.
Nice. Good defense by Jackson Miller going wide.
14:25 to play. No score. As the minutes click off, you get a little antsy, don't you? You see a clock trickling down?
Oh, absolutely. And apparently so does Reese Vernon, because he just took it about half the field and laid a nice leave, but Drake Teague could not get to it. Blocked by body.
Unicoi goalie will get it out of there. 13:52 to play. No score. We've actually had shots on goal, 2 tonight for us? Miss Tucker will get it and kick it out of there. Booming kick.
Got to win those booming kicks. You have to be the first foot on the ball to make those be controlled and work for you.
Yep.
That's a place that we are lacking right now.
Hit the side. That was close.
That was very close.
Side of the box.
Connor got 2 on him. And referee whistles Unicoi ball. Unicoi throwing it in. Got a nice run going toward the middle.
A stop there. Crew Stout with that stop. I called it right, number 8.
You did. Crew Stout.
Yep. Clock at 12:20 to play. No score. Corner kick by the Blue Devils. Whoa.
Nice.
Very close. Good
nice
job,
jumping
Tucker.
save by Tucker. Ball on the foot to Reese. Let's see where we're going here. Oh, long carry to Drake.
Get in there, Drake. Drop it. Drop the hammer, sir. He did.
Yep.
Hit the hand of number 20.
Yep. We'll get a free kick there.
Isaac Kite hit his arms. We'll get a free kick. Teague will do it at the 10. Oh, boy.
If it had been 3 yards closer, it would have been a penalty kick.
So they'll set up a wall as well, right? Unicoi?
Yes.
So the kicker will be Reese Vernon, is that correct?
Looks like Reese Vernon. I would be asking for my 10, which Reese has done, which brings the wall back 10 yards.
No, they can't, okay. They cannot jump up and hit it, block it with their hands, can they?
Yeah, once the ball's kicked, they can.
They can? Okay. Yeah. Here we go, Reese. Drop it in there, Hoss. Put it in there. Oh, great job.
Put it back. Got it!
Point, Cyclones. Great job, the Cyclones. On the ricochet, the goalie did a good job blocking it, came back out, and we dropped it back in. Who got that goal, guys? Swearinger with a goal for the Cyclones. 1-0 at the 11-minute mark in the match. Coach, set that one up because that was a great shot for us.
What a great shot following the ball. You teach that in elementary. You teach that in middle school. Follow the shot, follow the shot, follow the shot. Reese with a great kick off the ground, 2 deflections, and Grady was in a perfect position to put it right back in the net. Great job, Cyclones.
Swearinger and the Cyclones lead at 1-0 now at the 11-minute mark. So there's a point on the scoreboard here at Citizens Bank Stadium, and it belongs to the Orange and Black.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Now we play D and defend that point for the next 11 minutes. course, that I would think would make Unicoi County a little bit more aggressive because now they're trailing.
Oh, they're definitely look at the play.
Yeah.
Look at how they're playing.
Yeah.
Okay, they have immediately become more aggressive, which is also going to make them more prone to mistakes and fouls.
1-0 Cyclones, 10.5 to go in the game.
See how this plays out.
So Tucker lets it hit the back of or in front of the bandstand here at the stadium. 1-0 Elizabethton now at the 10:22 mark to play. On a Grady Swearinger, who's one of our sophomores. Goal at the 11-minute mark here.
And again, targeting Reese targeting Drake.
Yep.
Almost got there. Almost got there. I think that's a valid strategy.
Yeah. Drake can play.
There you go, Thomas. All right.
Here
Thomas
we go.
Lambert coming up the field looking for his next outlet, which is Zach Curtis on the right.
Good to see Zach back in there. Here comes
ball
Drake.
on Drake.
Drake. Oh, nice save with
so
the goal.
Close.
Heck of a save with the goal. Reached out with his right hand, dove for it, and blocked it at the net. 9:35. Nice save by the Unicoi goalie. Cyclones still maintain a 1-0 lead here. 9:30 to go in the game.
And Porterdillo hard on defense. Good job.
Isaac Kite trying to defend for Unicoi County. He'll kick it high and out up in the stands here. 9:16 to play. It's 1-0 Elizabethton. We're picking a couple of players a game. I would think Grady'd be a candidate right out of the chute with that goal.
Oh, absolutely.
Steam sandwich from Poor Travs, free buffet from Pizza Inn, and a free drink from Tuffy's Cafe to our players tonight. Players of the game. Cyclones, 8:55 to play, leading 1-0.
Well, and you also have to consider the defensive efforts of Jackson Miller and the corner movement of Connor Blevins have both contributed to us being on that side of the field as long as we've been on that side of the field.
Yep. We will let you heavily weigh in on the players of the game tonight. Being how you know what you're doing, to say the least. Here's Cyclone possession.
Okay, nice thought by Grady. It's taking it back to Jackson so we can redistribute from the back end. Going back to Tucker.
I'm reading his stat sheet right. That's the first goal of the year for Grady Swearingen.
Well, it couldn't come at a better time. Got Zach Curtis crossing the middle and feet taken out from under him. Oh, that's going to be a card.
Yep.
That's going to be a card.
So the goals as a team now, 31 on the season. Connor Blevins was 6. Thomas Lambert was 6. Drake Teague with 11. Reese Vernon has 5. 1 by Porterdillo, 1 by Jackson Miller, now 1 by Grady Swearingen. So our goal leader is, as I said, Drake Teague with 11. Came from Coach Schultz. Clock stops at 8:05 to go, so what do we get here, Coach?
What's interesting about that distribution is not so much that Drake's had 11, but look how many around him have scored goals as well. You know, when you can score from 4 or 5 different sets of feet, that changes the complexion of a game for you.
Hard to scout them too, right?
Yep.
Because you got multiple guys you have to stop. Here's Isaac Kite, Unicoi County interception. Clock at 7:55 to play. We lead 1-0. Kite chasing that ball, defending it down the field.
Good. Tucker clear. Not the best clear. Not the best clear. So we've got Miller. Miller bouncing off of Kite and out of bounds. Great way to stop the action.
So Tucker will bring it back into play here. 7:23 to play. We lead 1-0. And a pivotal game here in the Upper Lakes Conference race. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer. And a trip. Here we go. Shot on goal. Right to Tucker Taylor and a save by Tucker. Right at the right place. Hit it right to him. Hit him in the chest and caught it and gets it back out of there. High kick. We're at the 6:50 mark to play.
Apparent little incidental contact on Lambert's head. Okay, he's taking his hands down.
He got hit in the noggin.
Yep, right in the bean.
Yep.
It's a nice back kick. All right, Dillo is sending the ball across field to the midfield.
Out of bounds. Blue Devils, possession. We're down to 6 minutes to play. We lead 1-0. So we're playing offense, but we're also playing defense, right, Coach? We don't want them.
That's correct. We're wanting to temper our efforts right now. Yeah, we're going to play offense when we're on the offensive side of the field, but the one thing that we are not going to do is give them an easy goal. Like
high kick. That one sailed on him. Unicoi County player rolls over on his back, and been a physical game.
It has been a physical game.
Clock continues to roll here. 5:24 to play. I think he's got a cramp. Yep. Leg cramp, it looks like. And so, over to help him out and get that cramp is Jackson Miller. So, leg cramp for Unicoi County's player. We'll be right back. We'll let them work that out. We'll be right back after this 30-second break from Food City. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer.
At Northeast Community Credit Union, we know the importance of taking care of your family and building our community. Are you remodeling your home, trading cars for your next road trip, or maybe you're considering an in-ground pool or a boat for the lake? Our loans are easy, fast, and convenient with the lowest payments around. Act now before rates go up. Apply online at bmycu.org, call us, or come see us in Elizabethton, Johnson City, or Rome Mountain. We have the loan you need.
Folks in Port Travis Deli, it's football time in Tennessee, as the late John Ward said. So Friday night, going to the ball game, come by and get your sandwiches. Tell us how you can help us.
Hey, just give us a call, 543-6128, and tell us what you like. White dark bread, we've got ham, turkey, roast beef, corned beef, pastrami, make a good steak sandwich. You want some chicken salad, some pickles and eggs. You know, if you just want a snack, some people just like to snack at the ball game, don't really want to eat a big meal. We can take care of that for you. We got chips and drinks if you want to pack your cooler or whatever. Got anything you need.
Yep, 543-6128 is what you call, or the number you call, and he'll have it ready for you. So if you're heading to the game, how much time should we allow you to get them ready?
Usually about 10 to 15 minutes is a pretty good time.
Yep, 10 or 15 minutes.
10 to 15 minutes, we'll take care of you.
Yep, ready to go. 543-6128. Again, it will be an excellent, excellent opportunity to come by and get some great food.
Yep, love to serve you.
Love to serve you, absolutely. How do you find us on social media?
We got a Facebook page. You can look us up there, leave us some feedback, give us a like.
Yep. Friday night football, Saturday football, whenever you need sandwiches, here's the place to come. Port Travis Deli at 543-6128, one of our great sponsors here on Cyclone Sports and the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Young man's been helped off the field. It was a leg cramp, which is a good thing. We don't want any injuries. Not worth that. Clock is at 5:21. They stopped it for the injury. And we'll crank it back up here. We'll pick players of the game in 5 minutes and 21 seconds. The Cyclones lead at 1-0 here. On a Grady Swearinger goal at the 11-minute mark. Cyclone baseball audio only from East Tennessee State on Thursday, 4:40 airtime. Number 1 seed, regular season champion for the first time since 2021, Cyclone baseball. Here's a shot and right to Tucker. Another save by our goalie.
Okay, now he's doing something really smart here. He could jog to the line and punt and hurry the offense.
Is he milking the clock a little bit?
Let's say it's a judicious use of pace.
There you go. Which means he's milking like a good Jersey cow. Because we're inside of 5 to play now. Unicoi County, there's a trip. And it looks like they're going to call that on Christian.
Yep.
So they get a kick at the 20.
I can't say I agree with that. I can't say that I agree with that.
He doesn't either. He'll come out. In goes. Let's see. We'll check the number of the young man replacing him. That turnaround youngin. It should be number.
Micaiah Edmondson.
Micaiah Edmondson. There you go. Unicoi County kick. 4:44 to play. 1-0 Cyclones. We played them to a tie the last time. Here we go. We're going to get the wall set. He'll get a shot from the 20. Here we go. Cyclones at a 4-man wall at the 10-yard line, and he'll kick it from the 20, and here we go. And it's going to be to the right of the box.
That had no shot of going in.
No.
None whatsoever.
No.
Came off of the left side of his foot. Looked really, really bad.
Looked like me kicking my cowboy boot on. So we get the ball. And we've got the clock, and we got the lead. Down around the net. It's close.
Oh, it's getting chippy down there. Come on, Cyclones. Let's take that out. Take that out. Good job.
Get it out of there, guys. 4:14 to play. 1-0 Cyclones.
Oh.
We're inside of 4 to play. Elizabethton leads at 1-0. We'll kick it back to Tucker. Tucker will get it out of there.
Nice lift on the ball by Tucker. Consistently, 35 meters plus out of the box. That's a really nice distance for a keeper.
It's a big help, isn't it?
It's a tremendous help.
Get it out of harm's way, as they say.
Well, 2 good bounces and you've switched fields.
Yeah, good point. I'm glad Eddie Morrell's here tonight. What a blessing. He knows his stuff. More importantly, I treasure his friendship. Here's a kick. Cyclones, we're at 3:20 to go in the ball game. We lead 1-0. Every possession tight now. We got to stop them. And we do. They kick it back across. Clock's in our favor.
We had a foul there on is that Blevins, number 9? Yeah.
So number 5 for Unicoi County will.
Well, no card on the foul, so we're going to get a free kick at the 45.
Nehemiah Campbell. The Blue Devil got it shaken up. Clock continues to roll. 2:40 to play in the game. There's a block by Drake at the 20-yard line. He'll get it up the field. Clock in our favor here. Keep it on their side of the field and keep it away from our goal. The way I would look at it.
Yep. That's what we want to do. There we go.
Booming down there. The clock's ticking away. 2:30 to play in the game. We're up 1-0.
Nice header by Drake.
Cyclones victorious in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Here comes Unicoi.
Nice job by Reese going through 2 defenders.
Back up the field. 2 minutes to go in the game. We're up 1-0. Unicoi knows that. The sand's going to the hourglass for the Blue Devils here. Another great job by the Cyclones. Get it out of there. And they will watch that clock continue to trickle down. 1:49 to play. We lead 1-0. Taking our good, sweet time. I love it. Keep it away from them is what I guess at this point you would play keep away, wouldn't you? Just keep it out of their possession.
Well, at this point you want to play wide. You want to play your sidelines because you're going to get a lot of side outs. It's a long time for the ball to travel from the middle to the side, and it's harder to score goals at those angles. So, yeah, you're going to play the sides, and you're going to let the clock be your friend.
1:15 to play. We lead 1-0. On a Grady Swearinger goal at the 11-minute mark here in the second half. There's a
nice
kick.
by Dillo. Okay, now we've got something to work with. Lambert attacking on the right side.
1 minute. 1 minute to go. We're inside of a minute now. Down to 55 seconds to victory.
Black throw in. Again, notice that we're getting in place, but we're not rushing to get there.
No. The orange and black up with 45 seconds to play here. We'll
Nice
get this
side.
W.
Reese tried a shot on goal. Just went high. Just went a little high.
35 seconds. A last gasp for the Blue Devils here. Goalie gets it up the field. Blocked right there by Reese. 25 seconds to play. Back across midfield, advantage Cyclones. Drake Teague breaks it free.
Oh, he's open.
Drake Teague
He's
is a
open.
shot.
Oh.
Nice block with the goalie. 13 seconds to go. 10, 9, 8, 7.
We're out of bounds.
6, 5, 4. I smell victory. 3, 2, 1. We got it. Cyclones win it 1-0.
Yes, Cyclones.
Cyclones go to 6-5-3. Unicoi County will fall in the record book to 5-5-2. And Grady Swearinger's the difference on the 11-minute mark. Drops it in on a ricochet coming off the initial shot on goal. Came back out, and he took and popped it right back in, and we win it 1-0 the final. We'll come back and give you the players of the game and wrap this thing up. Cyclones win it 1-0. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer. Now this from one of our great sponsors who pay the bills right across the street, the good folks from Chick-fil-A.
I walked into Chick-fil-A completely outnumbered. My husband was away at military leadership training, and the kids were doing this. Miss Carol brought me water, something to eat, and then before I knew it, she was tying Margot's shoes up and carrying her out to the car.
It always makes me feel good if that helps somebody.
I went in the next day because I just wanted to make sure she knew how much I appreciated her help.
I'm just so glad there was somebody there when she really needed it.
That's gonna go on my refrigerator.
As soon as Mr. Steve walks in, it's like a ray of sunshine has entered our restaurant.
Sure is nice to hear.
For his 100th birthday, we wanted to do it as big as possible.
That was someday, I'll tell you.
Customers came in, brought gifts and cards.
When I walked in and they all clapped, that was quite a surprise to me.
It's a really warm feeling in your heart to know that your father's got other people looking out for him.
We decided to give him free Chick-fil-A for life.
One of my main reasons I want to live forever.
I think you got it in you.
The smoke is cleared and the Cyclones prevail to the tune of 1-0 on a Grady Swearinger kick. So, again, if you had to go back and as the head coach of the Theodore soccer team, you can analyze this thing. What was the difference in this game? What put us in a position to win it strategically?
Strategically sticking to our game plan. Keeping the ball distributed across the field, good, solid transition into Unicoi territory, taking advantage of the few shots that we did have, and making Unicoi really, really work on offense. I feel like our defense tonight was locked down. I mean, they did a wonderful job.
Unicoi County, again, goes back to Irwin with a record now for the Blue Devils of 5-5-2. We improved to 6-5-3, so you meet them again psychologically. We've split now in the regular season, so does that get in, again, other sports that get in their head, would that get in their head a little bit?
That will get into Unicoi's head.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yes, that will absolutely get into Unicoi's head, and hopefully that gets into the Cyclones' head in a positive way, because they obviously wanted this game, and that's the attitude that they're going to have to take for the remainder of the season in order to place out.
Our players of the game, talk about it. Jackson Miller, why did he get this tonight? How did he earn this?
Look, without Jackson Miller's work on the back line, the ball did not advance across the field. Timely passing, ability to use your footwork to run the corner and get to your target, excellent defense. Without Jackson, the ball doesn't move forward.
Tucker Taylor, one of the players of the game. Why?
Well, I mean, you saw it.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Yeah.
He was all over the net. Tucker, even when Tucker was a little out of position, he got a body part back to where it was in position. He's mobile. He's agile. He's not afraid to come out. Just a wonderful example of what a mid-sized goalkeeper can do when he sets his mind to it, and an inspiration for his back line.
We'll be right back. We'll talk to these guys right after this from Duck Crossing. You're watching Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer. Winners 1-0 over Unicoi County.
It's a 3-story antique mall, huge. We have like over 50,000 square feet and over 50 different vendors, all kind of with their own little niche. It sort of feels like walking back into the past.
Amen.
You can see things from all decades. We have glassware and kitchen things, and then we also have tools and jars and bottles and lots of sports memorabilia. Even the local Elizabethton, some of the local guys who were here, Jason Witten, there's some of his cards and different items in there as well.
Hours are open at Duck Crossing.
We're open 11 to 5:30 Monday through Friday, and then 10 to 6 on Saturdays. We stay open later whenever they have the car shows on Saturday nights or for the First Friday events.
Yep. Social media, how do we find you?
We are on Facebook at Duck Crossing Elizabethton, and then on Instagram we are Duck Crossing Antiques.
Yep. One of our sponsors of Cyclone Sports, got to check them out. I buy stuff there all the time. Misty Counts and the good folks at Duck Crossing Antique Mall in downtown Elizabethton.
Elizabethton FFA makes a positive difference in the lives of students by developing their potential for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. It's more than learning about cows. It's becoming the problem solvers for the next generation. We are the future biologists, chemists, computer programmers, journalists, teachers, electricians who will feed our future. By creating a family atmosphere, the agriculture department, especially FFA, can become your home away from home. Through contests, leadership events, fun trips, and chapter activities, FFA is a great way to learn about the world while developing yourself into the best person you can be. We invite you to enroll in an ag-based course and be active in Elizabethton FFA. We'll save you a seat.
Back at Citizens Bank Stadium, Cyclones winning 1-0. We got 3 players of the game: Jackson, Miller, Grady Swearigan, and Tucker Taylor coming up to talk to us. Coach, before I let you go, give me the scoop on T.A. Duggar football, sir. What's going on?
Well, this is our spring practice. We've got 5 days of spring that we can practice in, and we're going to take them now. We're just kind of feeling out where everybody needs to be. We had a passing camp on Monday. Looking forward to the return of some of our 7th graders that helped lead the way last year. Looks like Creed Baker helps out in the backfield quite a bit. We've got a lot of our linemen returning and looking really forward to a good season.
Let me have your hand, sir. There you go. Thank you. That's how it rolls. You scratch mine, I scratch yours. Cyclones. Spring football practice going for the high school, too.
Yes.
So It's full speed here, folks. We got our 3 players of the game. Let's go alphabetically. Coach, I know you got to go. I appreciate you very much. Awesome. Thank you. You saved the day, sir.
Glad to be here. Glad to see these boys in action.
Go Cyclones. There you go. All right, let's bring in. We'll go alphabetically. I guess it'd be Jackson Miller coming in here first. Where's Big Jackson at? Yep. All right. Isaac, swing that microphone around, sir, so they can see. They don't want to see me. They want to see. Yep. Want to see this young man right here. Congratulations. Big, 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 big.
It's a big win. We needed this one, for sure.
Absolutely needed this one. So, what was the strategy? What coach tell you? What was the pregame strategy? What was the scouting report of this team?
Well, this team we've always been competitive with, always been fun games to play. Coach has always told us to play by the same principles, play by how we know how to play simple, play the easy pass, and we ended up finishing off a set piece. I think it was either that or a cross. Can't exactly remember, but it was Grady, my boy, scored it on the.
Grady, my boy. That's
Grady,
good.
my boy, scored
That's
it
it.
on the little box out thing. Like it came off the keeper, scored. So it was a good game. Played tough. It's always physical with them, so it's always a fun game to play.
So how big is this? You beat them now. We tied them the first time. We beat them tonight on a one shot McGrady. So psychologically, does they get in their head a little bit because we beat them?
Yeah, I would say they come off always wanting to beat us. We always want to beat them. So the first game was a tie. It was a good showing of both of our skills. Ended in 1-1. Both had a goal. This game came out. We played tough, stopped them from scoring, and had our one. Gave us the win.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean this game's so important because we needed to win this one to move on to be the 3rd seed in the conference, not having to play Crockett first round, having to go to Tennessee High and play them, a team we should be able to beat.
There you go.
So.
6-5-3 we are now. Jackson Miller, you ever been to Port Travis Deli?
I have not, actually.
Oh, boy.
Is that the one close to downtown?
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Oh, you're going.
Oh, I'm going to be.
What about, you ever been to Pizza Inn, a little buffet?
I think everyone's been to Pizza Inn.
How many pieces of pizza can you eat, Jackson? Tell the truth.
I'd say I'd give me a whole pizza on a good day.
Oh,
whole 8
pizza.
slices.
Tuffy's Cafe. Been to Tuffy's Cafe?
Yeah, I go sometimes. Get some of their drinks there at the high school. So.
Getting all 3 of those, sir.
Well, thank you.
For being player of the game. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Go Cyclones.
Go Cyclones.
Alphabetically, we're swearing tonight. He's our goal man. He is the stud tonight, folks. He got the big goal for us. So Jackson Miller, we'll talk to Coach Schultz too before we get out of here. Cyclones win tonight, 1-0. So set this up for me, Grady Swearengin. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Set it up for us. You came off. It was the first shot. You got the second shot. Kind of set the play for us, would you please?
So I saw Dre, or I forgot who was shooting it, but someone shot it, and then after I just decided to run in and try to crash it. So if you blocked it, I'd be able to get the rebound and score the goal.
And you crashed it, and crashed it well. What year are you, sir?
I'm 2027.
2027. That make you a what?
Sophomore.
You're a sophomore.
Yes,
there
sir.
it is. Grady Swearengin, sophomore. Mm-hmm. So, how big is this for you? This is your first goal of the year, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is.
So, got chances on live. Got people in Florida watching, people in West Virginia watching. So, people can go back and watch this over and over and over and watch you get that single goal. So, what's this do to your confidence getting your first goal of the season?
I think it puts me at a better mindset for future games, and I think it's just a reminder that I always need to play my best and play at the top and try to do my best to help the team however I need.
Does this give us confidence going into the tournament?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Same questions. You ever been to Port Travis Deli?
I've never, no.
Ooh, get you a steamed sandwich.
Ooh.
Pizza in.
I've been.
He said he could eat a whole pizza. How many pieces of pizza can you eat on that buffet?
Oof.
You can hammer it pretty good?
I can pretty good.
At Tuffy's Cafe, you get a Tuffy's Cafe. You ever been there inside the school?
I have.
What do you get when you go in there?
I always get a lemonade.
There you go. You're going to get all 3 of those because you were our player of the game. He got the goal, folks. He's the difference maker. He is the difference in the game. 1-0. First goal of the season, a biggie. Congratulations. Go Cyclones. Grady Swearengin. Last but not least, we're bringing the tea. That'd be my boy down here. He is an eating machine, I can tell you that. Tucker Taylor. How many saves?
Not sure.
How many you think you had?
6, 7.
We had 8. So Coach Morrell said it looked like we were talking to break during 8. So it got a little dicey down there a couple of times.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So they I'm here because Tucker said, you going to come to a game this year? I said, I'm going to do a game. I'm glad I came. We got a 1-0. How big a win is this for our team?
Really big, really big. Tied them last time, came back and won this time.
Mm-hmm. So the big dog you told me last night at dinner is Crockett, right?
Crockett, yeah.
Yep. And then we're now kind of middle of the pack. So confidence-wise for our team, how big is this for our team to get this W tonight?
Really big. It's going to give us a lot of confidence going into the next game.
Mm-hmm. Which is Thursday at Crockett, right?
At Crockett, yep.
Yep. So you're the football guy. Of course, you're my camera guy. Becky Muncie said she's going to watch tonight out of respect to you because you're our camera guy. So that's really cool. We appreciate that, what you do on the Cyclone Network on the football field. So how does one prepare? Do you go to soccer camp? How does one go and get ready and be a better goalie? How does that work for those out there who don't know anything about soccer?
Well, you train with your feet I train with my feet mostly when I'm in school practice. But then after school or weekends, I'll go down to ETSU and I'll train with their goalkeeper.
That one shot on goal, you got jumped up and it's 18 feet across, 8 feet high, and you're, as Coach Morrell said, what you lack in height, you make up for jumping abilities. So that was good. So, all right. I know you've been to Port Travis Deli. What do you like?
Ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese. How many pieces of pizza can you eat at Pizza Inn?
Right down it all.
What?
The whole buffet.
The whole buffet. I don't know you were going to say that. And Tuffy's Cafe, what do you like at Tuffy's?
I get a cup of ice and fill it up with water.
There you go. He is our goalie extraordinaire. One of the players of the game had 8 unofficial saves tonight as we win at 1-0. Congratulations.
Sir.
Is it funny? Is it weird on the other side of the microphone? Normally you're running the camera when I'm interviewing people. And so tonight we're interviewing you because you're the player of the game. Proud of you, son.
Sir, thank you.
You got it. So, Coach?
Yes, sir.
Come on in here. Let's wrap this thing up.
All right.
It's been a good night for Cyclone soccer. So, here you go, Doug Schultz.
Oh, yeah, just the intensity was there. We've been in and out of our intensity level. Sometimes we've come out flat, and tonight was one of those nights where we definitely wanted to win, and the intensity showed, and that's what soccer is at this level. A lot of time is just being the first to the ball and just having more heart than the other team.
It looked like, or didn't look like, you guys did pick it up in the second half. So what did you tell them at halftime? You said something because you flipped the switch. They were different.
I just said keep a good job in the first half and keep going. That was the main thing. I think there's always a little bit of cleanup here and there, but I was proud of the way they played in the first half. So keep going and just wear them down. More than anything, our possession in the first half, we had a couple of glimpses of really what I'm trying to do and just keep possession and try to wear the other team out, and especially with this heat today, I really wanted more of that, and we're catching glimpses, but I want to put a full game together, and we'll get there one of these days.
So you go to the top dog on Thursday, you go to Crockett at Jonesboro. That's the number 1 team. So psychologically, how big is this game tonight for us to beat obviously a very physical Unicoi County team, good team?
Yes.
Got us a big W. So how can that translate going down to Crockett on Thursday for our guys?
Psychologically against Crockett, if they can't get up for that game, then they just don't need to even play soccer because your heart just isn't pumping right, because that's our new fresh rivalry now. It was instant since they moved into the conference. They've got an All-American on their team, and we definitely want to shut him down every time. And I don't need to worry about them psychologically.
They'll be ready to go.
They're going to come in fighting, and if we win, we win. We lose, we lose. But all I care about is just the effort and the intensity that they bring, and their desire to win. And what else can we ask of them?
Well, Cyclone Pride Thursday night. It's going to be good. We'll be doing baseball, so hopefully Mrs. Taylor will keep me posted. I know she will. In the soccer match down in Jonesboro, we'll be doing baseball at East Tennessee State at the same time. So it's a busy time of the year. We just finished up the track meet over here on the track, and so our softball's playing Friday night, so it's busy spring sports time with the soccer. So when does this tournament start for the soccer team?
It'll be next week. Probably start Monday. We're meeting tomorrow to determine how things shake out, and it's a tight conference. I'm not even sure where everything stands, especially after Thursday. So we're just gonna have to meet on it tomorrow and figure out dates and times and locations and all of it. So
Can I selfishly plug in closing your sign factory?
you can.
Yeah.
You can.
Because the sign I got, thanks to Kerry, got the sign at the sign factory. It is awesome. I get compliments about it all the time. The flaps, I got to come get new flaps. The flaps were out on the back. They're paper, but the sign itself is metal.
Yes.
Sign factory in Bristol Highway. He and Papa Bear. Anybody else running? It's just you and Papa running the show?
Just me now.
Just you?
Yeah.
You're the Lone Ranger?
Yeah.
All right.
I have a partner who Mike Woodson, who I gotta say that we couldn't do it without him, and so we're just having fun making signs during the day, and I get to come play and coach
soccer at night.
So.
So, just FYI, if you're looking for a sign, this guy's do it right. A metal sign. If you're out to see me tomorrow when I do the Tom Taylor Sports Show, the new sign I got, Carrie got it made for me, thanks to Carrie. Oh, she's right over there. Didn't even see the little rascal. She's right over yonder. Anyway, the Sign Factory, Bristol Highway. I'll give you a selfish plug. They do a great job. Great job tonight, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Go Cyclones.
I appreciate you covering us. And
oh, absolutely.
We encourage more people showing up to the games, and we had a pretty good crowd tonight. And the more people who come and enjoy, it just spirals up.
Sure.
So
you get hooked.
Yeah.
That's what we want. Get them hooked.
The more the merrier, and it just makes it more fun for everyone.
The kids feed off the crowd.
When you're not doing anything on a Tuesday night or a Thursday night, come out and see us. We'll hopefully we'll be able to play at home again. So just follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and get our schedule.
Go Cyclones.
Yeah.
Good job. Yep. Appreciate it very much. That's going to do it. Big thanks to Isaac running the camera tonight. So 1-0 Cyclones on a Grady Swearinger goal at the 11-minute mark. So our next broadcast will come baseball on Thursday, audio only. We were told by the good folks in the TSSAA. We are going to pony up $250 to run a camera. We're not going to do that. We'll be audio only, bringing it to you. We'll paint the picture. 4:40 airtime, 5 o'clock first pitch. Cyclones against either Sullivan East or Crockett. They play tomorrow night. We'll play the winner of that game in the opening round of the tournament. Tomorrow will be a Chick-fil-A in Johnson City with show number 2278 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Looking forward to doing that tomorrow. And so we again congratulate our three players of the game, Jackson Miller, Grady Swearinger, and Tucker Taylor. For the Director of Schools, Richard Van Us. For our Principal, Dr. John Mitten. For our Athletic Director, Joe Diaz. And for our Head Coach, Doug Schultz. And for Isaac Fletcher. And for Coach Eddie Mayer, who came by. This is Tom Taylor saying, as always, bloom where you're planted. And win or lose, be a good sport. And thanks for watching. Again, Elizabethton Cyclone Soccer. We'll always wrap it up with a verse today. We always dedicate our broadcast to the man who hung on the cross. We unashamedly do that. And so here we go. Let me hit it for you right now. It is out of the book of Psalms. Psalms 21:7 says, "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" Good way to end it. Thanks for watching Cyclone Soccer. Winners in a dandy on a Grady Swearinger goal at the 11-minute mark left in the game. Cyclones win 1-0. Till we greet you tomorrow at 11 o'clock from Chick-fil-A in Johnson City, right down from Best Buy on People Street. We'll say, as always, bloom where you're planted, and win or lose, be a good sport. Thanks for watching.